Okay, I got the new Honeywell scanner. I actually don't know what model it is. This is from the vendor. It's brand new Honeywell. I've looked and looked for the model number on it, and I have not been able to find it in the software or anything. This is the charger station. This clips on the base. This is more of a factory or warehouse version versus outside, which we need because this pistol grip kind of, the main unit slips inside of it, clips on. There's two clips here. And then the charging base goes on the bottom here. But it's a pretty good unit, and I've got it up on my website here, so I'm going to go here. And it's using Android, which is really cool. So I've logged into the form I created. I created this form just real basic in Wix. And see, there's our inventory. So I'm just going to say this is customer is on screen, or you use the keyboard here. Test. Alright, so now I want to get rid of that keyboard. How do I get rid of the keyboard? There we go. That's not what I wanted to type. Okay, so now if I want to scan something, let's say I want to scan this, these cards here. So I'm going to start scanning. And I got to scan in there, I think. Okay. Now I got a good scan in there. That's the number on these bicycle playing cards. And I've had to go in here to symbology. I have to do about another video, and I was able to put a slash T for tab, and it tabs from screen to screen. Let's see, put down here. Got two. So let me just kind of rapid fire now. So on this little app that I whipped up, it scans 5 blocks, or 5 tickets, or 5 scanners, and then I'm going to hit the send email, and it's going to send an email to me. Your message has been sent. Inventory record has been emailed. Thank you for filling out our form. And if I want to scan again, so this was kind of a prototype I designed for trucks, because each truck that ships out of our company, we never have more than 2 blocks or 2 very large pieces of stone on it, maybe 3 at one time. So I made it 5. I could condense it. This is just a prototype for right now. We're going to have a database behind it versus field. So for our tags, these are Mylar tags that we have made at EMP up in Indianapolis. And so these are outdoor tags. You see this little perforation here. That's so we can drill it onto the stone. So here we'll go over here. We're just going to say this is Adams. Now I'm just going to rapid fire this. So that's scanned 5. That's the number there, you can see. That. And she'll transmit a record. So that's a pretty easy way to check inventory. Yeah, in our universe, every object is serialized. Once everything's serialized, taking inventory can be done rapidly. But the setup is this number you have to have all the information put behind it about the object this is referring to. So there's a lot of data input. So if you're scanning fixed assets, you want to know these cards, you'd have to have someone put these, you'd have to say, this card associated with this number, it's a red bicycle pack, rider, back. You'd have to have all that information put in there. You could also use this, if the object has its own barcode, you could put that in. The problem is, the difference between this number and this number, this is not really a serial number. This is an item number. This is a serial number. This points to a unique object in the universe. There's probably 1 million of these packs of this number in the world. This company, Bicycles, probably made this particular, this number here, 73854000808. That model, there's probably millions of copies of this thing. So this is not unique. So in this universe, one bicycle pack is the same as another. If it's this, red one, rider back playing cards. Our universe, and maybe your universe, for fixed objects, you want a serial number. Meaning that, for example, just to take something, this Japanese tea set, this is unique in the world. So we're going to put a unique number saying this is this, and it has all these unique characteristics, because in our example, this is the only one like it in the world. There may be something similar, but we're going to say with these cracks in this model, this is post-World War II Japan, we're going to say this is unique in all the world. Now whether it is, it isn't, doesn't matter right now. But for the example, we're going to say this is a very unique object. In our world, and if you're doing fixed assets, one table in one room is different than another table in another room. It's unique, like the table here. This is the table I want to know about. I don't want to know about its part number. I want to know that it exists in this room. So that's a brief overview between part numbers and serial numbers. Serial numbers are unique. They're saying that this object is unique and I want to count it. The advantage is that I don't have to have a lot of brain power. I can just take this scanner and I can just scan tags. And then I can transmit tags. If I have to start counting, that comes a little more difficult. You can still do it, and that'd be another video, but you would scan these parts, and then you'd run your, say, how many of these cards do I have in the perpetual inventory? I have 100. How many of these I have? I have 1. So the difference is with serial numbers, since they're a uniform tag that we use, everyone knows what to look for, and they can quickly scan and quickly. Now, of course, you could have a tag number that small, for example. So that's just a brief overview of this new system we got going. We've had this system for almost 20 years, and now we're trying to use these new Honeywell guns.